everyone, my name is Abul Ajak. I am a South Sudanese filmmaker, currently completing my Masters of Documentary Arts at the University of Cape Town in South Africa. I directed Ruthan, an Arabi-Juba word meaning language. So Ruthan is a creative exploration of the process of linguicide. And I am a South Sudanese filmmaker as well. I'm very interested in telling African stories in, Pan-Africanism and how the continent and the diaspora can continually engage with each other through our rich histories, legacies, and stories. So Ruthan is a creative exploration of the process of linguicide, which I participate in, unfortunately. So it follows my two lovely grandmothers, my maternal grandmother and my paternal grandmother, who are currently living in Uganda, who don't speak English but do speak their respective languages. And it kind of explores this, very confusing space between the need and desire to communicate, the deep desire to communicate to people that you love, but without, having a common language to do so. And, it kind of shows how we adapt our communication and, it just kind of shows, it basically explores if it's possible for us to transcend, these huge communication gaps that we have, and to still express sentiment, love, and joy, and if we can share these things with each other. So I hope you enjoy Ruthan. I'm very excited for it to be selected as part of New York African Film Festival this year. So yes, I do hope you enjoy this and many of the other great films that I'm sure at this festival. Thank you.
Buongiorno a tutti, sono Nour Gharbi, regista del corto documentario Joy. Joy nasce da un'idea di Giancarlo Santone, che è un psichiatra e direttore del centro Samifo a Roma, che si dedica alla cura dei migranti forzati. Volevamo raccontare il percorso di un migrante forzato preso in carico dal centro Samifo. In questo senso abbiamo scelto Joy perché la sua storia è rappresentativa di molti migranti forzati. Personalmente sono stato molto toccato dalla sua storia, trovo che abbia una forza e un'umanità rara, credo che Joy sia una persona eccezionale e penso che la sua storia andava raccontata e spero che il cortometraggio vi toccherà e vi piacerà e vi auguro una buona visione. Arrivederci.
My name is Shakiru Akinyemi and I am the director of Life on the Road. Life on the Road is a short documentary about a 45-year-old Awudu Tijani, whose childhood dream was to become a policeman. So for 2 decades, he was found directing vehicular traffic voluntarily in Ghana's capital, Accra, hoping it would lead to his ultimate dream. Rather than being celebrated for his patriotic service, it appears he being affected by drugs overshadowed the due recognition he deserved. I was inspired to make the film because Awudu's commitment to serve was undaunted, his convictions were resolute, and his love for Ghana was unwavering. Producing the film is a lifelong celebration of Awudu Tijani and a constant reminder that Ghana must celebrate its unsung heroes while they are alive.
Hello, my name is Alexis Peskine. I'm the author of Raft of Medusa. What prompted me to talk about Raft of Medusa is the fact that I grew up in France, and I think there's a lot of dishonesty in the way we talk about migrations, and I wanted to talk about migration in regards to colonialism, because the past few years I was seeing these images of ships sinking, of hundreds of people trying to reach Europe and to go to France and other countries. And the way the media were talking about these things, we weren't actually acknowledging the fact that we still exploit tens of countries on the African continent, and that we actually poverty there and create mayhem in situations where people feel like they have no other choice but to risk their lives to go to places to try to get opportunities. So this is what like Raft of Medusa is about. And so I use Raft of Medusa because one of my favorite paintings is by Théodore Géricault, which was actually abolitionist in spirit also. And he painted, and in this painting there's like black presence, which is really interesting. And also it depicts a scene that happened 200 years ago. When I did Raft of Medusa, it was 200 years exactly. And basically, it was Napoleon sending bourgeoisie that he wanted to kind of get rid of to administrate and to colonize Africa through what today known as Senegal. So I think like the piece when I did it, it was initially in a show that I called Raft of Medusa, The Return of the Waves, because I really wanted to stress the fact that we came there first, that French people came there, colonized, and that, you know, and actually like 60, 70 years ago, like these places were still part of France. So I think it's very dishonest again when I hear the news and you hear people talking about, you know, migrants being a problem and this and that. Like, you know, we have to think about the problems that we caused first. And that's what Raft of Medusa was about. This, I could go on forever, but this is pretty much like the geist of it. And I'm Alexis Peskine, and I'm like, you know, really honored to be part of this.
Peace, family. My name is Sage Love. I'm the writer, director, producer of the award-winning film Ayiti, The Awakening. Ayiti, The Awakening is about my ancestral lineage to the Haitian Revolution, and it also tackles the 2010 earthquake that happened in Haiti. When I went to Haiti, I haven't been to Haiti in 7 years when I went to do location scouting in 2017. While I was down there, I realized that Haiti was still in the same position 11 years ago when the earthquake first happened in 2010. It sparked me to talk about it. But then I was also doing some soul searching while I was down there. So I went to the original capital of Haiti, which is Marchand-Dessalines. The reason why I went to Marchand-Dessalines is because that's where I was from, that's where I grew up. And also, the first emperor of Haiti is my great-great-grandfather. And I was blessed to go into the house of Dessalines, and also blessed to go into the forts of Dessalines. And I took my team down there 1 year later to record me going in there, and I showed them the house of Dessalines, and that's what pretty much inspired me. Doing some soul searching for myself, and also wanting to talk about the earthquake that happened in Haiti, because I started to realize that no real effort was done, and the people from Haiti told me that, you know. So I wanted to give them a voice, and I also wanted to talk about the history of Haiti, the culture of Haiti, to show Haiti in the best possible light, and also show the goodness and the beauty of Haiti as well too, because you don't see a lot of Haitian stories in cinema, and I want to change that.
Hi, my name is André Robert Lee, and I directed Virtually Free. My film is about incarcerated teens from Richmond, Virginia that come out of their prison cells to make art that's used to fight against recidivism. And with my approach to the film and my reason for making this film was I wanted any chance or opportunity I could have to help incarcerated teens get support and help us think about what it means to put a child in prison. We see little boys that are in prison, and children should not be in prison. I don't believe that. And the film is all about what does it mean to develop a program that will help us think about ways to help them, support them, love them, and care about them. And at the same time, you get to see some black boy joy happening. So that's Virtually Free. Thanks so much. Bye.